Teaching a Title I math class. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I had a para in that classroom, and she would pull my coattail. Mr. Harmon, you need to do this. Mr. Harmon, you need to watch that. Mr. Harmon, you need to do it. I said, girl, you need to teach this thing and let me sit in. I would not have survived if it was not for my paraprofessional in my classroom at that time. Her name was Sabrina Hawkins. If y'all ever know her, run across her. I would not have survived my teaching career if it was not for her. She'd experienced and had worked with those group of kids, you know, so many times. And she really helped me to become a better teacher, helping me to understand things that I needed to look out for. Because, you know, when you go to school, they tell you, you do this and you do that and you do this, but in a perfect world, Hakeem and Pookie and Ray Ray and them, they're not sitting down. Y'all know Ray Ray and them? And them. It's the ones you gotta watch out for, right? So they don't teach you those things, and you only get to learn how to deal with those kids and through experience. And there was a paraprofessional that helped to save, you know, my teaching career. So I really owe a debt of gratitude to her. But not only to her, but to the work that you all do. I have to tell, and Shelby and I, you know, we talk about it all the time. It's the paras that really, you know, do a lot of the work of this union. Y'all are the ones that come out to those rallies time and time again. Sometimes with very little notice. Y'all the ones that's out there standing up and speaking out and holding up this union. So, I don't know if Shelby told y'all, but there's this case that's coming down the pike called Janus.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court case. You told him?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I found out something that they were originally supposed to have oral arguments in March, but then I heard somebody say that they're going to move it up to February now. February what? Yeah, February 28th, they're going to move those oral arguments up. So it's a scary thing, right? But here's the thing that I want us to be mindful of, right? And when we go back to our schools and we have those conversations with our other people in the building, remind them of what life would be like without a union. Well, it ain't perfect. Life is not perfect. You know, let's call it what it is. It ain't perfect. But just think about what it would be without a union. Without a union. I tell people, you know what? You got your weekends free. You thank a union. You got paid holidays. You thank a union. You got, you know, sick time. Thank a union. Right? You got a lunch break or lunch period. Thank a union. Just imagine what it would be like if you didn't have a union. You get overtime pay. Thank a union.
That's that bull person.
Don't thank him.
We need to remind people what it would be like without a union. How many of y'all have been at this for a while? Ooh, a lot of y'all. Y'all remember some of those early days?
How early?
So, what'd you say?
How early?
How early? I would even go back maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
10 years ago. And things have changed. We made some progress. It ain't perfect, but we made some tremendous strides. I've been doing this for 87, 97, 2007.
30 years.
This is my 30th year.
30 years.
87, 97, 2000. Where's Miss Hawkins? 87, 97, 2007, 2000. Yeah, dude, 30 years. Don't count. Thank you, baby. 30 years. 30 years. There you go. Shelby said she got me beat.
Us too.
How many? Wow.
How many did you
Same
say?
school? Go ahead. God bless. Anybody got more than 50? More than 50. Going once. More than 50. Going twice. More. Oh, you raise your hand? No. Go ahead, Miss Melba. Go ahead, Miss Melba.
She's one of the original of the first group. We signed our first paraprofessional.
Wow. So what my role here at the UFT, I'm assistant to the president, and They give me a big umbrella, so a lot of things fall under that title. Sometimes I feel like it's like, you know, y'all remember that Mikey commercial?
Yes.
Life cereal? Let's get Mikey to, you know, try it. Give it to Mikey, you know. Sometimes I feel that's what I'm doing around here, right? So I have the Dollar Teacher Homework Assistance Hotline, right? So we run that program Monday through Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m., 9 different languages, and we always are helping parents and kids with their homework. Then they said, Anthony, you know, we need you to take over the parent and community liaisons and make sure that they're doing the work that they need to do and reaching out to parents in the different boroughs and so forth. And okay, me like Mikey, yeah, okay. Then they said, well, Anthony, we need you to take over the Albert Shanker Scholarship Fund and make sure that we get rid of this, you know, money to these high school kids every year, whatever, you know, and, you know, me like Mikey, okay, you know, doing it. And then recently they asked if I would take on the new initiative, which is our anti-bullying, our BRAVE hotline and our BRAVE campaign, where we're out there doing workshops with parents and teachers and kids about bullying and anti-bullying and being an upstander. So we're out there servicing not only our community, but our teachers and our schools, you know, as well. So if you wanted to have a workshop at your particular school, you think you can go back and talk to your principal and, you know, your school leadership team about bringing in someone to talk about, particularly if your school has an issue with bullying. You know, let's be proactive as opposed to reactive. And if we see these things happening or whatever, let's do something to address it. So we have a team of folk that can come in on a Monday, a PD Monday and do something, or you have a group of parents, we can come to a PTA meeting and do something at a PTA meeting, or, you know, you want us to come and talk to some students. We will even do presentations for kids. You know, it's aimed at 4th and 5th grade, but we can either upper grade or down a grade. And we prefer to do smaller groups when it comes to kids. Because, you know, kids won't open up if it's a big auditorium. But if it's a small classroom, then they may be more inclined to talk about, you know, what's going on. But we're offering those particular services to the children.